So this will be my second gameplay video that I'm going to make on Horizon Zero Dawn. And I just got out, there was a whole lot of cutscenes, but now we are basically an adult playing as basically the character that you see in a lot of the footage that you've probably seen up until this point. And some of the cutscenes is basically we play a girl named Aloy, and when she's born, she's been told by this guy named Roost, who we're supposed to be finding right now. He kind of disappeared on us, but
Snow chill itches.
we find that we are outcasts, and he gives the name, he goes through the ritual. Even though we're outcasts, he says something very interesting that I wanted to point out. He says, even though we're outcasts, it doesn't mean we have to stick to the old ways. And I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. The basically not respecting the goddess. So you get this sense, and this is, you can tell that this game takes place, I mean, just several hundred, possibly even thousands of years in the future, because a lot of the buildings have caves around them. Very, very old, very, very ancient.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here?
So, and then we
Where's he
turn
gone
6
to?
years old, we find this little earpiece, and it highlights a lot of things, and a lot of people think it's a toy, and you can highlight different aspects. I don't think there's anything in this particular area, but I'll show you. And in my last video, I actually ended up figuring out you walk really, really slow, as you can see when you're in this mode, so you don't want to sneak or do anything like that, because you'll probably get caught. But it's really, really neat. We still don't know the full extent, why this was here, what really the purpose is. And then later on, we find that we're an outcast because we are a person with no mother. We're motherless, basically, and we're trying to figure out why that is. And at this point, we're trying to find Roost. We're supposed to be, that might be him up there.
Standing there. What's going on with him?
But there's basically I guess you would call it a trial that we can go, and then we can meet the matriarchs, and the matriarchs are the ones that are actually going to be able to tell us what's going on with our
Aloy,
mother.
You're here.
And these right here, you can kind of see, if you've played Mass Effect, there's kind of the Paragon and the Renegade. They kind of explained it. That's what, at least I took away. There's different choices on how you want your personality to be throughout the game. The very first one that I came across, because you are an outcast, nobody's allowed to talk to you from tribes, the clans. And it's really kind of disheartening to see how she's treated growing up. And I got to say, the character development is great in this game. But anyway, you can pick, the thing. Last time, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and say if everything's okay.
No. We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
I'll go gather the parts, but I'm also going to pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
So this is basically a massive open world, and when I first started playing it, it kind of had a little bit of a semblance of, I guess, Far Cry Primal a little bit, but I gotta say the world is massive, and to me the character development, everything is just really, really blowing me away. The graphics are just incredible. everything about it just is a lot better than Far Cry Primal so far. Not that Far Cry was a bad game. This one's a lot better. Maybe I need to go, oh, through the zip line, maybe. Let's try that. I really don't want to fall here.
Something's really bothering him.
That kind of scared me. I thought I was going to fall. So we do have a different, couple different things I wanted to show on this particular one that I've kind of shown. So the map, like I said, let's see if I can, there we go, zoom out. We are just in a portion of the map. This is all fog so far. I mean, just massive, massive world. So we can craft and we can modify our weapon. I don't know if I've got anything right now. Yeah, no modifications. A lot of things you're going to find through the traders. Let me go ahead and show you. I did get some special items. I did go ahead. I usually don't do this, but I went ahead and bought the deluxe edition here. And so I got a lot of different types of things, but I have to go get a merchant to get my special bonus items. So I thought that was kind of weird. Let's see here. Got some outfits. So eventually you can kind of, you know, upgrade your weapons, your outfits. The skills was really kind of interesting to me. So you have the Prowler, and that's kind of like a stealthy, to me it was kind of like a stealthy type of skill tree. Then you have the Brave, kind of more maybe of an attack type of, you know, maybe like a heavy attack kind of a skill tree. And then your Forager here, maybe more of a support class, I would kind of consider. It was kind of neat to see that. So I did get looks like 3 skill points. That is really cool, so I'm probably going to get that one. It slows down time while you're aiming. And you actually have to apparently hold that down. I feel like that would be pretty useful too, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I never have like knockback skills. That's just me personally. Let's see what we've got. That could be pretty useful. I almost want to save my other skill point though, just in case. So these all are going to cost 2 skill points, so we kind of have to. Oh geez, look at that weapon! Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to do the healer. Let's do that. I feel like that's going to be really helpful. And then the map here. So it looks like we do have a couple different quests. There are a lot of side quests I've noticed too. Let's go ahead and so that we have active quests. We have main. We do eventually you'll get side quests, errands. Kind of reminds me a little bit, not the actual gameplay, but I guess as far as the mission and the vast kind of part of the universe, it's kind of like Skyrim in a way, because there's, I mean, you just walk a couple feet down the road and it was like, you get 10 quests kind of a thing. So it looks like hunt for blaze shards and talk to Karst. So I guess we'll just go down the natural progression here, because I do want to see what my special weapons are going to end up being. So we do have a little bit of a toolbar. If you haven't seen the other video, I'll go ahead and go through that.
My whole life I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright, time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
So, like I said, she was an outcast, so she's not allowed to associate with any tribe. Let's go ahead and see. These are Watcher machines, and they basically are kind of like a recon unit, as they describe them in the game. But over here on the bottom left, we have a health. Basically, I tap the up pad, or the up arrow on the D-pad, and that will actually heal me. The rocks can be used for a couple different things. You know, you can do kind of a distraction.
Mother's heart. 2 more days, and I'll know what it's like in there. It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
So that's why earlier I said it was kind of like Far Cry, because there are these, you know, things you pick up throughout the wilderness, I guess. And that's just what kind of reminded me. So Mother's Watch, let me see where we're at here. Guess we'll go this way. So like I said, we're trying to figure out why are we an outcast? You know, why did our mother, I guess, abandon us up until this point? We really have no idea what to expect. And then the proving, apparently anybody can go, and if you win, you're, from what I gathered so far, it sounds like she's going to be allowed to meet with these matriarchs, which is going to allow her to get answers on what is going on with her life. Why are people so mean to her, I guess. So that's kind of cool. We have like statues and stuff. That's really kind of neat. I'm gonna go ahead and go back down here. I think that's actually the way. Okay, so these fire pits actually allow you to save. That's kind of cool. At this point, I think I'm just going to grab everything I can because I don't really know what the heck. So that's kind of cool. We see the signs actually kind of look like they're almost digital. Let's go ahead and see. So this is kind of cool. These striders are kind of like robotic. Oh, shoot. Yeah, let me, quit talking and try to fight this guy. Trying to get used to the bow kind of gameplay right now. Right in the eye. That's what we want there. God, my aim is just terrible. There we go. Right in the eye. 5th time's the charm. Ah, shoot. How many of these guys are there? Good God. So I think we do actually need some of the parts from these machines, so it's good that we're going to get these. We do need, okay, the metal shards, yep. What a great way to do it. I'm so used to having a gun, I know that sounds kind of odd, but when you have a bow, it just kind of throws me off, I guess. This one has a green. I don't know if that's like a better item. Watcher lens. That must be a little more of a rare item that we get. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by these watchers. Is this, you know, obviously this sign looks to be digital somehow, because I mean, that looks so cool. And a lot of times when you pull up this map, you can actually, like I said, we were on there just a second ago, but you can see the striders. That's another watcher. And you can actually tag the target, and then you can kind of see their route as well. Like I said, it was really cool. And if you hide, this is like the taller grass, but a lot of times when you hide in there, the watchers apparently can't find you. To me, it's kind of like, okay, I don't know if I truly buy that. Considering these machines appear to be very, very advanced. And you kind of get a little bit of a sense of these, you get a little bit of a Matrix type of feel, like the machines have kind of rose up. So I'm interested to see how this story will end up going. I'm really, really curious about that. The Striders don't seem to be really as bad as the Watchers. What you really have to watch out for is the Watchers, and the reason why, these are kind of horses. They early on in the game they tell you, hey, watch out, you know, they may stomp you to death, kind of a thing, in a trample. But the Watchers are the ones you actually really have to kind of watch out for.
Gonna need this.
And they tend to go in herds just like horses did back in that day. And this is just speculation up to the point. Like I said, I really haven't played too much of the game so far, but speculation is that possibly some of these animals and things started going extinct, so maybe they started making robot versions of them. Don't know exactly what powers these animals so far. So we need Blaze from the Striders. There's a weak point on all of these animals. This one happens to be on its back. Okay, I'm getting much better with the bow already. Alright, let's go ahead and get these. Well, I didn't even get it. That was from the... Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, maybe I knocked it off the back of them. That's what I need, is that blaze. That might be the power source. And like I said, it's kind of weird. Let me see if I can get up close and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So you see that highlighted thing on yellow on his back? It's just considered his weakness. It's called the blaze canister. And like I said, it's odd because you don't actually really get to know exactly what that is yet. It's obviously their power source.
Out of ammo, but not out of ideas.
Oh, shoot. Run! There's a way to craft. I'm going to have to get away, though. Let me see if I can... Okay. Okay, now we got some more. Oh, I missed.
Stay down!
There we go. Now let's go get this canister. So over here we can make fire arrows or regular arrows. I think I'm just going to do some more of these regular ammo. I don't know. I don't feel like the fire arrow would really do a whole lot. Get trampled to death. Get out of my face. Such cool movements that they make too, I think. It's just for being a machine, obviously. I overshot it. Now I just gotta find where his where his stride lands. So that's kind of cool. Like you could knock it off, and it actually. Oh shoot! Oh boy! Come on! I got all the ones I need. Out of here! Peace.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Alright, so what do we... It's a rock. I don't think I need more of those. So now we need to go to the trader man. The old merchant. So there are actual animals, as you can see here. There's a turkey right there. So it's not as if... I haven't seen any real horses yet. There's a... what looks to be a squirrel.
Whatever they're hunting out there doesn't sound easy.
Select fire arrow. To craft a fire arrow pack. Do I need to shoot? Kind of wonder why they told me that. I don't feel like I need to shoot. So we're going to this particular merchant because he apparently doesn't have an issue trading with an outcast. And Alloy makes the comment earlier to Roost, the people that we were talking to in the very beginning of this gameplay, that most of the merchants don't actually... they're not willing to trade with outcasts. So it's kind of interesting to see this is the only person that's willing to do so.
Yep, it's the motherless outcast again. Go ahead and stare.
We went hunting for 3 days. Took a fourth to carry our prizes back.
Time to see Karst and get a tripcaster.
So they don't seem to be bothered by me walking through their settlement, but they won't... I guess they won't talk to me. And early on in the other gameplay I showed, the kids were very, very mean to her, you know, throwing rocks and things like that. The mothers would be like, don't talk... Excuse me, don't talk to her. Okay, where the hell is this guy? Because it keeps telling me. He's like 30 paces away. Oh, he's right here. Okay.
There he is. Looks nervous.
Let me see. This might have been the guy we saved earlier.
Well, well, well. An outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, or you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you'd need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Oh, I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me.
Oh, I got a free sample box. Can't buy out of stock. So this I think this was all the pre-order bonus kind of stuff that I got here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up just so we can see what the heck I got. So here's the Hunter ammo pack. That's kind of cool. Could buy some resources, but I don't think we're gonna need really any. So here's the Tripcaster. Can be modified. Choose a slot. Sure. So you can actually play a movie, I'm guessing, about what it can do. That's kind of neat. I'm gonna go through these different weapons.
Now that you've got yourself a tripcaster, practice how to use it someplace else, all right? My life's exciting enough without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
Really? Could have fooled me. Will you be around later, in case I want to make another trade?
I'll be here. Same as usual, bring me the parts you harvest from any machines you hunt. The better the parts, the more shards I'll pay. Be sure to take a close look at my inventory, though. Who knows? Maybe I've got something that could give you an edge in the proving.
Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's Heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traders who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
I
So it appears that once we
All right. See you around.
are able to get through this
I've got
proving,
what I
we're going to
need.
be able
Time
to
to meet Rost at the North Gate.
trade with anybody we want to. We're basically, I don't know if we'll truly be accepted, but... Alright, so hold this. So we've got a tripcaster. I'm going to go... Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm going to see what other kind of inventory... Let me see here. Okay, so maybe I have to actually... Okay, so view contents. We get a fast travel pack. Oh, cool. So that has no effect. That one will give me maybe plus 10 damage, it looks like. That one actually has 2 modification slots on that one. I kind of like the regular outfit, but I guess we'll we'll do that one. We've got a spear. We'll move on that one. So modifications, I'm not sure if we can do any of those yet. That's kind of cool. So let's see what we've got in our weapon wheel here. So some attacking moves. So we have the hunter arrow. Might stick with that one. Let me see real quick actually again. Okay, so we do have our rare ones. So now we got to go back and meet Roost. So now with the tripwire, it looks like we added another item in our quick menu there on the left D-pad. I'm going to kind of see what that'll end up being. Kind of curious. I want to use this bow, so I want to kind of go back to that area, kill some striders or some watchers. So the shards appear to be the basically currency in this game. So I'm kind of curious to see how that ends up working out. Wonder if that is that considered stealing? Yeah, I'm not gonna greet anybody because they're all dicks at this point. They won't talk to me because I'm a quote-unquote outcast. It is kind of cool eventually, as you can see from the menu, you can actually eventually ride one of the striders like a horse. So that's going to be really, really interesting to kind of see. I want to shoot this bird. I don't know why. Yes. So we alerted the Watchers there. Getting pretty good with the bow now. Just need a little practice. Oh, shoot. Damn, he's like right on top of me. I think that was all of them. Yeah.
Pass the test.
So we got some meat and some turkey bones. Looks like turkey bones might be... That item's in green, so maybe that's a little more valuable. And all of these kills, as you can see, I was getting a little bit of XP. If you do a silent kill, by the way, I've noticed you get a little more XP from that. On top of the normal XP that you normally get. So just like... I want to say Skyrim had that. If you did like a sneak kill, you got a little bit of extra.
Low and quiet does it.
Maybe that's... I think that might be another Watcher, so you might need to... Oh, shoot. So busy, like, watching this one. Got some blades. Alright, I kind of need to get out of this area. And I also kind of need to probably craft some more arrows. Just in case. So it looks like that's the way we're actually going to switch between our fire arrow and our normal arrow. I mean, I gotta say, the graphics, like I've said before, I mean, they're just blowing me away. I'm really digging the story. It's really... A lot of these games, you know, and I never watch any of the reviews. I never watch any of these kind of, like, I guess, like, Game Informer type of stuff. As far as, like, you know, oh, I give this game a this out of this. I never really pay any attention to those, because I found that, you know, games that they're giving 9.5 and 10s out of, I think they're garbage, and then games that they think they're garbage, I'm kind of thinking they're good. So I didn't go in with this with a whole lot of expectation of this being great, because, you know, a lot of the reviewers were saying it's great, but you kind of take that with a grain of sand. And I guess I have a very unique ability in this day and age where I can actually form my own opinion. So let's talk to Roost here.
You have the firearms.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark. Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
I mean, the facial details that we see, I mean, you're even seeing individual kind of pores in her cheeks. I mean, I'm just blown away. And her eyes are so crystal clear, and you see a little bit of the kind of reflection. I mean, I'm really blown away.
I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlaw trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Perhaps. You'll know it's worth soon enough.
I don't understand. Those explosions are outside the embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Until then, we wait.
Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast. To be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. Still a while to go before dark. I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
So I think that'll do it for this particular part of this playthrough that I'm doing, and I appreciate everyone for watching, and I hope this was kind of helpful given the kind of sense and story background, some of the things that the game has to offer. and I appreciate for watching. Thanks.